Could you listen to this voice?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. City of Dreams.
Paul Marte.
See, that didn't take any long, but look, he's here! Paul Marte!
This is my life. It really is my life.
This is your life on TV. He's joining us on the couch. Okay, so...
Hi, honey.
My darling. How are you?
All right.
Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
And so we have to ask, like...
You look good.
Thank you. Everyone's been saying that today.
Yeah, your hair looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, I
All
glued
right.
it on fresh.
Yeah.
Dry clean just for you.
No, and the audience should know that after we showed that amazing piece, that you guys are still very close and very good friends.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons you're here is because you know so much. And could you remember what that was like driving to Hartford or deciding that you were going to move here?
First, I remember how miserable Scott was in New York working for the stock market.
Yeah,
not like
stock
stocks.
market?
It was stock market. It
photography.
was a stock photography house.
Oh, okay.
I worked
And
there.
it was just not him. And then he finally got back to TV on all the News 12s, thanks to Denise Royal.
Yep,
really,
Denise
she
Royal.
opened that door.
Yep, she was a girl that I went to Syracuse with.
And then you had Kenny Slotnick, your agent.
My agent, Kenny Slotnick.
Got you this audition interview up here, and you're like, do you know that station? I'm like, is it which station? You didn't know which
No,
station
I didn't
it
know
was.
which one was
something in Connecticut.
Because you had some family in the area.
Yeah, I grew up here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, if it's Channel 3, that's a big deal. He's like, I don't know, I'll see what it is. And when it was Channel 3, I'm like, that's a big deal.
You're a big deal.
Then I got nervous.
He got the job, but you continued to work at News 12, so you were working 7 days a week for years.
Yeah.
It was 2 days a week up here, 5 days there, and then when you actually went Wednesday through Sunday here, and you still did Monday, Tuesday at News 12, so it was a long time until you were Monday through Friday here, working 7 days a week back and forth between New York and here.
That was remarkable.
Then we bought the Canton house, and I moved up here, and got very lucky to get a great job, and then moved to the Bushnell 7 years ago, which I love.
Yeah, and we're still best friends. We have dinner. We're still best friends. We talk. We text every day.
You canceled dinner last week. You still?
I did cancel dinners.
Some great pictures of you guys.
Oh, there we are.
But that's the funny thing. You know, you can call and you say, Paul is still my confidant, and he knows everything about me, and that's never going to change through the years. You'll always be a constant source in my life. Which is a good thing.
Wonderful.
Which is a great thing.
And you're just so happy here doing this. You're never happier than when you're on TV.
Yeah, well, you know, doing what I love to do. Paul always says, come on, remember that movie Soap? Whatever? Soap Dish. Soap Dish. Whenever I'm down and in a bad mood, he goes, come on, I'll take you to Walmart and we'll walk you around.
All right, so do you remember, either one of you, the very first day on TV or here, or the turning point? The Hartford Marathon was a big deal, right?
No, it was the women's. It was the Yukon Women's Parade. It was in April, and it snowed.
And every time we drive out past East Hartford through the salt pile, like that was my first live shot.
Yeah, it was with Melton John. Remember Melton John? How many times am I going to hear about that live shot?
But a huge part. I remember it was you and Polly Bell and Carrie dressing up New Year's Day. You had to work New Year's Day. You were in a tux and they were in evening gowns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're letting him do that.
And that was the day that Steve Sabato called and yelled at me.
Yeah, and it's like, Connecticut kind of likes this. And
you need a little. I mean, what was it like? Just you were walking in and there was something with that reference of like, oh, this is the stuff dreams are made of. Did you feel that?
Yeah, totally. It
was a sort of a you coming from my parents' house where we used to live in Manchester, and you come on 84 into Hartford, you see the Hartford skyline there, like it's Oz, but it's Hartford.
Right.
And so it sort of was a little tongue-in-cheek of, there it is, City of Dreams. We still say it. I do, to myself driving in, you know, whenever I drive.
Every time I see the skyline of Hartford, I go, there it is, City of Dreams, because it really has made my dreams come true.
And it was a huge step up from the News 12s, no offense, News 12.
Yeah.
But,
it was huge. And I was lucky to get that part-time job, and I was like, this is going to last a year, and then they're going to fire me.
Yeah.
But it turned out pretty good.
You're still going, and there's still much more to come.
Oh my gosh!
Is there anything else you want to share before we let you go, Paul?
Well, I knew when he wanted his own show, which Steve Lacy heard it 1,000,000 times, but I heard it 2,000,000 times.
Yeah, they all heard Haynes, Rich, they all heard it too.
But I'm like, really, it should be Kara should be your co-host. And I was like, that's going to be a good dynamic there. So when it came time to pick some co-hosts, I'm like, I'm glad they picked Kara. Yeah.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. That's because we often have the same role of kind of ringmaster.
We're getting the rap.